If you guys have been fans of the channel for any amount of time, you guys already know I am not the biggest fan of aquariums. I don't like top opening enclosures for reptiles. I hate the top screen ventilation. I think it takes too much ventilation out for most of the species I keep, that being tropical. And all in all, yeah, I just don't really like them.
Except for tokay geckos, like the ones you see right behind me, because they make it a lot more easier to get them out versus using front opening enclosures.
It wasn't until the company All American Cages sent me this product that is going to completely transform a 10-gallon aquarium and make it into an actually cool enclosure. Oh, come on, Dakota. What could possibly be so amazing that would transform a 10-gallon enclosure that could just be in this box right here? Well, we're gonna have to open it to find out. Just make sure we don't break the product, Dakota. Finally. This right here is going to be a 10-gallon conversion kit made by All American Cages, an absolutely awesome company specializing in a few different things. Number one are going to be these conversion kits, which we will be reviewing today. Number two is going to be rack systems, and number three, PVC cages. This is going to be their terrestrial conversion kit. So we are going to be taking a 10-gallon aquarium going from this to looking like this. However, as you can see, this tank definitely isn't ready for the conversion kit. Honestly, this thing's been in my garage. Don't use 10 gallons very often, so I had to go and find this bad boy, and let's clean her up and get her ready for the new kit. Much better. Now let's get started turning this top screen enclosure up into a front door opening one. The process of doing this is wicked easy. It's actually simply a two-step process, and they actually give you all the materials already that you need. So all you're gonna need are these two things. Number one, obviously, the front opening door. All you have to do is put this right on the top of it. Not very professional, and you're good to go. However, we want to make sure that this sticks in place while we put some substrate in there, things of that nature, which means we are going to need the second item that's given in this box, and that's going to be the clear silicone. Now all you have to do is create a light beading around the edge of the enclosure and then press it on, wait around 24 to 48 hours for the fumes to clear, and you're good to go, and we can get this enclosure started. So let's not waste any time and get this bad boy all sealed in so we can put a new gecko in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the hallway so the fumes can clear. I don't want the fumes clearing out in the reptile room, obviously, so we're gonna put this over in the hallway and I'll be right back with you guys. Now I'll be completely honest with you guys. When I first got approached with this terrestrial conversion kit, I was not too sure what to put into it. 90% of the reptiles I own that could fit inside a 10-gallon are gonna be arboreal geckos, and it's really difficult finding an arboreal gecko that goes in a terrestrial kit. It just doesn't make much sense. However, I had a really cool idea that I think you guys are gonna like, and that's going to be that enclosure is going to be for the gecko holdback of the year. As you guys know, over here at DBCB Exotics, we have been holding back quite a few crested geckos. Plenty of super dials with some amazing spots, and some of them are about ready to move on from that 6-quart enclosure into an upgraded spot. Now, I was thinking I was going to just put most of them in the 20-quart tubs, so grow out tubs, then go more into more tubs as they become adults. However, that's when I had the idea. What if we take the best looking holdback gecko that I have once a year and put it inside this really cool conversion kit enclosure? We'll deck it out, make it planted like a bioactive setup and everything, and that gecko will live out its time until, of course, it's grown enough to where it needs an upgraded enclosure, and it could just have like this rad spot to hang out in for that time. This is where I need your help, because to be honest with you, I am a little stumped. This year was a knockout year. Last year, of course, not this year. Last year was a knockout year with our crested geckos. We have some absolutely stunning species, but there are two geckos in particular that I'm thinking for this enclosure that I'm just split on the fence about. I'm not sure which gecko looks better, and I need your guys' chance to tune in and let me know which one deserves the Gecko of the Year enclosure. So we have 2 runners up for the spot, and number 1 is going to be this little dude that I nicknamed Mickey Mouse, and you're about to find out why I named him, if he'll come out of the enclosure. Now this little guy's nicknamed Mickey Mouse, and you can even see on this wide-angle lens exactly why. Look at that giant spot he has on the side. Absolutely gorgeous red dowel with some brilliant ink blotting, but then you get the piece de la resistance, and that's going to be the giant black spot on the side that kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. Am I the crazy one? I had a fan. The fan actually named this guy Mickey Mouse, and I absolutely loved the name and went with it. An absolutely gorgeous dowel. We've got black spots, we got red spots, we got ink blots, and we've got, I don't know what that is. Oil spill maybe? I don't know what the terminology is. It's a Mickey Mouse spot. He's absolutely awesome, but what do you guys think? Is this one deserving of the Gecko of the Year Jesus Christ, dude, oh my god. Is this guy the contestant for the Gecko of the Year enclosure, or is it the other one? Now this brings us to contestant number 2, which doesn't really have a nickname, mainly because he doesn't have Mickey Mouse spots, but it's still a good gecko. It's still a good gecko, and oh no, contestant number 2 is in a full-blown shed. Oh, what a bummer, folks. Is this gonna hurt his chances on getting the Gecko of the Year enclosure? Well, we can just kinda... Now I'll try to get some B-roll tomorrow and hopefully some more of this shut up, but this guy is an absolutely stunning gecko. The dictionary definition of what a super dowel should look like. Tons and tons of spots. We've got black spots, we've got red spots, we got some nice ink blotting down the back dorsal. An absolutely Dalmatian gecko, if I do say so myself. However, you can see my dilemma at this point. Which one really is more deserving? Is it going to be this absolutely stunning super dowel, or is it going to be Mickey Mouse with just a giant spot on his side? The choice is up to you guys. Let me know in the comment section which one takes the cake, which one is the Gecko of the Year. Is it going to be my man Mickey Mouse with that giant, just ridiculous spot on the side? Think about it, that thing is a baby. Think about when it becomes an adult. It's gonna be huge, massive. I'm really excited for that. Or is it our boy Super Dal? Just a classic Super Dalmatian, tons of spots, has the classic big spots, small spots, and red spots going on. Cast your votes. I want to see which one takes the cake. The geckos you just saw were of course holdbacks that will be held back for breeding. We have a bunch of other geckos for sale, which if you guys want to check those out, I do list them on Patreon before anyone else gets to see them in the public. If you guys want some more information about Patreon/DBCB Exotics, you can find that link in the description below. As always, folks, thank you so much for taking the time today to follow us over here at DBCB Exotics. If that wasn't enough crested gecko action for you, we've got this video right here showing my 2022 pairing, which is just some fantastic geckos. Well, folks, that's gonna be all. Until next time, goodbye.